Hello, welcome back. I'm Savalian, a software dev slash creative, and I am actually going to do a review today. So I've done a couple of productivity app reviews in the past. I think ClickUp, Notion, and Edison are the three I can remember off the top of my head. And I've also done one game review, which was for YouTuber's Life. And today I am going to mesh those two worlds, productivity and games, and I'm going to review an app that is all about gamification of goals. And I don't think I've talked about it on here before, but gamification is basically just when you take game mechanics or game features, that sort of loop that encourages people to do things for fun, and you put it into something that is not a game. Now, the app I'm going to review, Portals Academy, I actually found on an Instagram ad. I was getting a lot of ads for this app, where usually when I find productivity apps like this, it's because I'm browsing Google Play and it just comes up. But this one actually found me. So before we get into the screen share and walk through, I'm actually going to do a first impression. I've never opened the app before, so we're going to do that as our review today. But first we're going to talk about what the website has, what the app says it will do. So there's this idea of each portal represents a task that you can do 100 times. So it seems very much like a don't break the chain kind of thing, where you just want to repeat the same action a bunch of times. And this actually fits in nicely with another video that I want to do, so maybe I will talk about it more then. There are portals, and you do them, and it helps you focus, and eventually you accomplish this thing that you set out to do. And they talk a lot about how if you do something, you commit to doing something 100 times, you will level up. That's kind of the verbiage that they use. I can also see that you can earn experience and presumably level up, and they have some little charts where you can look at your stats and stuff, which I love. Okay, so now that we've kind of talked about what it is, I'm just gonna share my screen on my phone, start the app, and we're gonna see what it does, what it looks like, and how it works. One thing that I only noticed after filming pretty much this whole review is that this app is incredibly new and incredibly small. So you can see on the Google Play page that they've got less than 100 downloads at the time of this recording. And there are no in-app purchases or subscriptions. It claims to have ads, though I don't recall seeing any actually in the app. So I think, knowing this, take my criticisms with a grain of salt. We want to support new apps like this and give them constructive feedback, which I think I did, but if I had known this going in, I think I would have been just a tiny bit more gentle. So with that, let's get into it. Here we are in the Portals app. I have signed up. There's a one-step sign up. You just put an email and a password. So first we're looking at this. We have 3 tabs along the bottom. This first one is a map sort of picture, and the second one is this portal picture. This looks like kind of like a library of goals. Yeah, I don't know, there's not a lot here. Oh, if I click got it, it gives me more. So I have, there's a couple things in here. We can look at that. And then I have this person. This must be me. I am this lightning bolt person. I have no experience. I have taken no steps, or I think the steps here is each step of your 100-step portal. Portals opened and portals completed. I'm guessing that means you start a goal and you finish a goal is the open and completed. Okay, we're gonna go back to this first one. I'm gonna click on this. Oh, and it brings us here. So can I just create one? Okay, each portal has 100 steps by default. You can change them after adding to your journey. So let's do exercise. Use this portal to create your own 100 steps challenge and practice any exercise you want for 100 days, 100 hours, or 100 steps that you decide. There's nothing to do on this screen. Oh, okay. I've tapped the portal, and I think we're just going. Plus 100. I guess these dots in our metaphorical brain are the portals, or the steps. Choose widget. Okay, so far my big feedback is that there's not a lot indicating what I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't know what this widget is for. There's YouTube, link, text, audio, and image. I guess I'll just do... See, I've got a text editor now. I don't know what this does. I'm just going to go back. Click on this book at the top. Alright, so I have a journal. Let's see if I type in... Okay, so I think as I complete, it'll connect these journal entries to the current step I'm on. So that's interesting. Settings here. We have challenge name, exercise, email reminder, created date, and then I can delete it. And the timer is interesting. The timer is how you track time in this app, I believe. So I'm just gonna do like, let's say it's 15 minutes. I didn't really want the leading 0 there, but 15 minutes of walking or something. Let's say that's my exercise goal. So here, okay, I think this is how I update my log. I believe that's what this is indicating to me. So this is how you actually do the steps. So let's do finish. Very good. Okay, now it brings us to step 2. So I think the game here is fairly simple. I think that's it. I think maybe you can get some more value if you use other things here. Like, this is interesting. Add a YouTube link and then you can set a time range for it and you can set it to loop. I don't really know what that means. Okay, there's my journal. I've moved on to the step 2 entry. So as you complete your 100 steps, you can update your progress, put how you're feeling. I don't know what these buttons do. Oh, I can tag it or edit it. That's cool. All right, what else does this app have for us? Is this kind of it or... Okay, so the idea here is not only do you do 100 steps in each portal, but you do 100 portals, it looks like. So this is the long game. This is for people who have 100 different goals. I relate to that pretty hard. I kind of want to look at what other portal templates they have. So let's go in here, templates. I mean, when we clicked exercise, that was just kind of it, right? Iron Man? Iron Man, being very rich, made himself a suit. He worked on this project alone. Interesting. We turn into Iron Man and build our own iron suit as a metaphor for any project that is valuable for us. Okay, so there's not a lot of substance here, it looks like. Each of these templates doesn't really have anything in it, as far as I can tell. It's just a different picture in the portal. You can sort of edit what those 100 steps mean for you when you do them. Let's see. Okay, now I have some statistics. I've gotten 1 personal experience. We've done 1 step. We've opened 1 portal. We have done 1 day of the journey. I'm assuming this graphic will update as we get further into this. Let's see. There's a book here. This is my journal, it looks like. There's a portal here. Can I click that? No. Okay, so if I click on this little portal image, it doesn't do anything. All right, there's not a lot of settings in here, not a lot of customization or adjustment. But yeah, so that I think this is going to be a pretty short review. What I'm missing here, and maybe this is just me, I'm missing the part where I define what it is that I'm doing. Maybe that's what goes here. Maybe this is supposed to be something like, I will walk for 15 minutes each day. And that'll be my step. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to define my step. Okay, so I think I understand. All of these widgets, as we see them here, are not updates. They are the definition of what your portal is, what your steps are. So that could be clearer. There's my feedback. That could be clearer. Telling the user what the heck these widgets are for, I think is very useful. So let's just say, gosh, I don't have anything handy, but if we look at these other templates here, let's explore the skill one a little bit more just to get a better idea. So we've just got, in this portal, you will learn a new skill, track your timer progress, and do action in real life. That's all it says. Let's open it up. Okay, this one has 3 steps. See, I'm discovering things as I go through the app, and not necessarily in a good way, because they are things that I would like the app to explain to me in some way, and it's just not doing that. So like if I click this play button, we've got new skill, 1 hour. But what this looks like to me is that we have this image in the background. We're gonna do 3 hours of like practicing some skill for each step. That's what this says to me. So if I finish this one, it moves me on to the next one. So is it possible for me to edit the one that I have open and add a second timer? Let's look. It doesn't seem like we can. So I think this app might just be a little bit undercooked, so to speak. It's confusing to use. If you don't need something that it fits exactly one of these templates that they've got set up. Okay, I think I've got enough to sort of give my conclusion. So there are certain templates that you can use to set up your 100-step goals in this productivity app / game. But if you have something very specific, or you want to put in, specific things for each of the steps, so far I have not found a way to do that. So I think there are some limitations here in how you can customize your individual portals. But overall, if you're just looking for something to keep you accountable, to give you a place to track ongoing progress for larger projects, it's just a nice little thing that you can do when you have a big project you want to work on, and you don't know how much you've gotten done. You want to keep track of that progress. The journal part of this seems like it could be really useful for people who want to keep track of their thoughts as they go, or if they try certain things that don't work as well as other things. I feel like you could put that in here as well. There is a website. I'm not sure how the website may be different from the app, if you can even do the game on the website. But this is freely available on Google Play. It may also be on iOS, I'm not sure. And it's just a nice little gamification app for up to 100 different skills. Or potentially, if you want, you could do just 100 of the same skill and then open another portal for the next set of 100, There's a lot of flexibility here because it is such a simple framework. I am curious to hear if this is something that you would like to use. If you think this would be valuable, let me know. If you've tried it before, I know they were advertising pretty heavily, so it's entirely possible you've used this already. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a little short one, and it was really fun. I love looking at apps like this. Let me know in the comments if there are other apps that you would like me to review, whether they are like full productivity apps or gamification apps like this one, or potentially even something else. I don't use a lot of other different apps, but I could try them at least. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back soon with another video. I think the next one's going to be a dev vlog. So don't forget to subscribe if you're into things like that. And I hope to see you there. Bye bye bye.